So I am back making videos. I do appreciate you guys for sticking around. I'm going to talk about the trade. The trade that shocked the baseball world, the trade that everybody still knows to this day. The Mookie Betts trade, the Los Angeles Dodgers from the Boston Red Sox. I don't really think I saw it coming. I don't remember the Dodgers ever being in conversation for Mookie Betts. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't, but I didn't go into the offseason saying, oh wow, we're going to get Mookie Betts this offseason, or like the Dodgers should target Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts was traded, and it just goes to show you that really nobody is off limits. Nobody's off limits as an MVP player and a top 5 player in baseball. So anybody really could be traded. It's just the right price, right? Of course, we got to go back. We got to go back in time to 2019, right before Mookie Betts got traded. And the Dodgers were coming off of a year where they won 106 games. They were really good in the regular season, as per usual. The second best record in baseball, just one game behind the Houston Astros. They had the best record in the National League. So this team, I think they walked off like 12 times in 2019, would eventually lose in the first round of the postseason that year to the Washington Nationals in 5 games. A very disappointing exit in the NLDS. It was not a fun series when that happened. The Nationals took us out in 5 games at Dodger Stadium. Of course, the Howie Kendrick Grand Slam and all that. Yeah, the Dodgers, again, they had a really good 2019 season. Disappointing, and they knew going into 2020 that, all right, this is going to be kind of the last hurrah, right? A lot of the core guys that they had were expiring contracts, and so what do? But eventually get Mookie Betts. And before we do get to that, let's go over to the Red Sox side. And the Red Sox, obviously, they won the World Series in 2018. They beat the Dodgers in 2018. And in 2019, the Red Sox did not make the postseason. They were 84-78, pretty mediocre team. In fact, it was the first time the Red Sox did not win that division since 2015. So they had a little run there where they ran that division, and the Red Sox missed the playoffs in 2019. The looming free agency of Mookie Betts. So he was on contract. His last year was in 2020. The Red Sox, quite frankly, did not want to pay him. They want to get under the tax, where they exceeded the tax in 2018 and 2019, in which they had the highest payroll in baseball both years. So they kind of wanted to get under tax. They wanted to get cheaper, and playing out to this day how they want to be cheaper. Red Sox offer, I think, was $300 million. I'm not sure the year range, but I think they offered him $300 million, and Mookie Betts said no. Both sides did have mutual interest. At the end of the day, Mookie Betts was not signing for that. Mookie Betts did go on record to say, even to this day, just recently, that he still would have liked to stay in Boston, that he thought he would finish his career as a Red Sox, but it didn't work out that way. At the end of the day, it is a business after all. So that's kind of a lead up as to how, we got to where we are today. In 2019, that was the year prior to the February 4th trade of 2020. In that trade, it was Mookie Betts and David Price. You kind of forget David Price was thrown in that trade. David Price was opted out of the 2020 shortened season. He did not pitch in 2020. And in 21 and 22, he pitched to a 3 ERA with the Dodgers, where I believe he is now retired as a major league ball player. So overall, he had a really solid career, mainly out of the bullpen with the Dodgers. When the Dodgers first acquired him in 2020, I thought the Dodgers were going to use David Price as a starting pitcher. He could have been a starting pitcher if he pitched in 2020, then who knows what happens the next couple of years. 2021 and 2022 was mainly a bullpen guy. Was all right, and he had a good career, like I said. But the main reason David Price was thrown in that trade was because the Red Sox wanted to shed some of that contract that he had. 3 years left. The Red Sox were going to pay half of that, so the Dodgers acquired David Price, and of course, outfielder Mookie Betts. And Mookie Betts would go on to sign a 12-year, $365 million extension before ever playing a game for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And I was very happy. Y'all could go back into the beginning of my channel. It's when I started this channel back in early 2020. Kind of see how all that kind of played. Happy to have Mookie Betts on our side in Dodger blue. Going to the Red Sox, outfielder Alex Verdugo. So Verdugo was a Dodger in 2019. He came up as a Dodger as a rookie that year, and he had a good season. He had a good season in 2019. Obviously, he is no Mookie Betts, right? He's been a solid player for most of his career as a major league ball player, now in Boston for the last 3 seasons. And he's done well, right? He's done really well with the Red Sox. Conor Wong, who is a catcher, who has played in this Dodgers-Red Sox series that is currently taking place after recording this video. Conor Wong has a chance to be a formidable catcher at the big league level. Will he amount to anything special? That I do not know, but he has a chance to be a formidable catcher. We'll see if the Red Sox have plans for him, because he's still a Red Sox at this moment. And for the other guy that was in the trade, Jeter Downs is not a Red Sox at this moment. He came up with Boston last year for a cup of coffee in the big leagues, and the Red Sox just really cut him loose. I don't know too much into that, why they cut him loose so early, but they gave up on him and he's currently with the Washington Nationals organization, has played a couple of games with Nationals already as well. Looking back at it, 3.5 years later is pretty lopsided. It's pretty lopsided, and it's not going to change. One of the guys that was going to the Red Sox of the three is already out of the Red Sox organization, and so yeah, this is a absolute landslide of a trade that the Dodgers come out on top of. Of course, Mookie Betts has already won a World Series with the Dodgers, looking for more. You know, he's in the prime of his career, playing at an MVP level. He could win the MVP in 2023. He has to keep it up, and he has a really, really good shot at winning the MVP this year. This trade has just been absolutely lopsided. The Red Sox, at the end of the day, they wanted to shed money. They would end up paying Rafael Devers the big contract, the big bucks. Ask me, who would I rather have? I'd rather have Mookie Betts. At the end of the day, Mookie Betts has, you know, kind of become Hollywood now, kind of become more than just a baseball player over here in Los Angeles, and he's really taking his career to the next level here. You guys let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section on what you guys think of the trade 3 years later. Is it as lopsided as I am saying it is? I think the Dodgers won this trade 10 times out of 10, and I still think if I do this video 3 years from now, 6 years later, the Dodgers will still come out on top of this trade. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. I do appreciate y'all for sticking around. Talk to you guys again later.